Hello again, grade 4s. It's Miss Copeland. This is your second applied lesson for week 7, term 3. Our learning intention is to be able to compare objects using familiar metric units of volume. Our success criteria: I can compare areas using metric units. I can understand the formal units used to measure volume. I can compare volumes using metric units. So this is a revision on volume again today. Your warm-up activity. It's a website here called Daily 10. Now we want you to have a go at the multiplication activities on this website as a warm-up for you today. So let's revise what volume is. So volume is the amount of space a 3D object takes up. So it's three-dimensional. It is measured in cubic units, centimeters or meters cubed. And that little 3 is really important because that will indicate that you're measuring volume, because in the volume formula, you are measuring length and width and height. There's 3 dimensions. And they're pronounced centimeters cubed or meters cubed. Now, this video here will tell you how to measure volume using cubic units. We will go through an example or two at the end, but if you need further instruction, you can always go back to this video and it will show you really easily how to work out the volume of a 3D object using the formula length times width times height. So let's go down to here. So as long as the face of a cubic unit is connected to the face of another cubic unit, the shape of the 3D object can change and still have the same volume. Here's some examples here. So this 3D object has 3 cubic units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the volume of this shape is 6 centimeters cubed. Don't forget that little 3 there. This shape also has 6 cubic units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It also has a volume of 6 centimeters cubed. Don't forget to put that little 3 there. That indicates that you're measuring volume. So you need to be aware that different looking shapes will have the same volume, and we'll have a look at that in our first activity. So activity 1, your worksheets are at the bottom of the lesson plan. You are to complete the measuring volume activity that you find at the end of this lesson plan. You need to calculate the volume of each shape by counting each cubic unit. Don't forget to answer with centimeters cubed after each answer. I'll just show you quickly. And here is what that sheet looks like. So you need to find the volume of all of these shapes. Then you need to put them in order from either smallest to largest or largest to smallest. I don't mind. Student activity number 2, order the volume from smallest to largest. Like I said, either way is fine with me. Then you need to complete the reflection activity at the end of this lesson plan, which I'll show you where that is. It's right here. It's got a few questions for you. Which shape has the largest volume? Which shape has the same volume? Which shape's volume was the easiest to measure and why? Which shape's volume was the hardest to measure and why? Okay, and activity number 3 is to use the formula to calculate the volume of the following 3D objects. Remembering that our formula is simply multiplying the length and the width and the height together. So this 3D object here, it's 5 millimeters wide, 4 millimeters long, 3 millimeters high. Remember, it doesn't matter which order that you multiply these numbers. It doesn't matter because you'll still get the same answer at the end. Let's go through a couple of examples. Okay, here is a rectangular prism. Let's calculate the volume of the rectangular prism. Now, we know that the formula for volume is volume equals length times width times height. So that means that we need to multiply this number, this number, this number, and this number together. So this is what our equation will look like. Let's do 5 times 7 times 2. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is work out how much 5 times 7 equals. Now there's a couple of strategies that you can use for working this out. If you don't know your 5 times tables, you can skip count by 5 7 times, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, so the first part has been calculated, 35, but we still need to multiply with the 2. Now you would use the split strategy, or you would use compensation or grid method to work out the answer to this problem. I'm going to give you 15 seconds to go away, pause this video, and see if you can work out the answer for me. I'm going to use the split strategy. 30 times 2 I know is 60. 5 times 2 I know is 10. So the volume of our rectangular prism here is 70 meters cubed. Okay, I just checked my last equation with my calculator and I was correct. So let's have a look at another problem before you go off to work independently. So this rectangular prism, to work out the volume, I need to multiply length times width times height. It doesn't matter which order I multiply the numbers in. So I'm going to write my equation like this: 8 times 5 times 3. I'm going to work out what 8 times 5 is first. You can skip count by 5s 8 times to get your answer. Pause the video and work that one out for me quickly. Okay, if you worked out that it was 40, you would be correct. We still need to multiply that by 3. Okay, so I need to work out what 40 times 3 is. I know that 4 times 3 is 12, and I know that 0 is a placeholder, so I'm going to add that there. So the volume of our rectangular prism is 120, and they're measuring in meters cubed. I'm just going to check that with my calculator. Yep, 120 meters cubed. Okay, so they're the 3 activities that you'll need to do today. Obviously, once this recording is finished, you will find this screencast link here. Please go back and watch this YouTube video here, which shows you really simply how to calculate the volume of a 3D shape using the formula length times width times height. Good luck with your task today.